Hi, it's Mallory, aka Miss Malaprop, back today for another Badass Creatives website review. Today we're going to be looking at the website of Gleness, who is a artist. She's awesome. I've followed her on Instagram for a little while, and she offered up her website for some feedback. So let's take a look. So here we're looking at the website of Gleness. This is her shop page on her website. As you can see, she's a very talented artist. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit. If I hover over any of these, it gives me the title of the piece and the starting price point, since most of these are prints or original art that come in multiple sizes. So just to click in as an example, let's just look at this tote bag. So this is a really beautiful tote bag. This gives me a little bit of information about what it's made from, all this good stuff. There's not a ton of information on this page. If you watch the review of Kate and Moose, which is a jewelry company that I reviewed their website recently, it's a kind of a similar issue. There's just not a lot of actual text on this page for a search engine to understand, to look at and understand more information about what this bag is. We see that it's a tote, but to a search engine, just calling it a tote doesn't actually tell them that it's a tote bag, or that it, could be great for carrying groceries, or, all these other things that we as humans sort of naturally associate, but that if you're typing something into a search engine needs things explained a little bit more clearly, and there's not a whole lot of text on this page to help explain what this product is to a search engine. But it is a beautiful product. I would say, similarly to my review of Kate and Moose, it would be great to have some more photos of this tote bag in action. Maybe, somebody holding this bag so I can see how big it is. Maybe a picture of the inside so I can kind of see how much stuff I can carry in this bag. Now, I'm also noticing that while this is a product, right? So say that I want to order this product. There's not, as far as I can tell, any sort of shipping or FAQ or information about, general things that I might want to know as a customer if I'm going to give you my money online and order something from you. Now, usually on a website, we have some sort of shipping page. Maybe if what happens if something is wrong, like this arrives and it's damaged or something, what's your refund policy, all that good stuff. So I would consider adding some of that basic information. Pretty much any website, if you're selling something online, needs to have some version of that. Now, your website, in terms of how much art and how many products you're selling, is pretty straightforward. So you don't need a super in-depth thing. You're not Amazon.com, right? You don't need like some crazy long list of details, but I think having some sort of information would be helpful, because if I am just looking at this page, I'm not even sure about, if you're going to charge me for shipping. I have to actually go through the steps of clicking on purchase and then figuring that out. Now, one other thing that I noticed is in your URL, which is this up here, all of these words, this colorful conversations tote, this kind of runs together. So I see that you're on Squarespace, and I think that there is a way to set your URL structure when you're setting up a new page. But ideally, what you would do for search engines and also just for people is to have a hyphen between this colorful conversations tote. Because to a search engine especially, all of this just runs into one big word, and it's hard for a search engine to understand what this page is about because of that. And a URL is a really important piece of search engine optimization. Now, again, I would maybe suggest, colorful tote bag or colorful conversations tote bag, or something else that's a little bit more specific to what this product is in terms of how a search engine would understand it. Now, the other thing that I know is that your website is fairly new. It's beautiful. I love Squarespace for building websites. So one thing that I would recommend is trying to build links to this website. So let me grab just your main URL, gleness.com. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to hop over to a website. This is created by Moz, which is an industry leader for search engine optimization. and they have this tool called Open Site Explorer. Now, if you really get into it, you can pay for the paid version of this, but you can get a little bit of information just from this free tool. So I'm going to pop your URL in here, and we can kind of get a little bit of feedback about how many links you have to your website. Now, they have it broken down into something called domain authority, and that's the domain of your whole website, and page authority, which is the authority for any given page on your website. So these scores are based on 1 to 100, and they're giving you a domain authority for your entire website URL, 11 out of 100, which isn't super great. And then a page authority of 1 out of 100. And notice how it says just discovered links, 0 in the last 60 days, and established links. It sees no links pointing to you. Now, there might be links that Moz just hasn't discovered. This is usually kind of a particular tool. It doesn't pick up all the things that maybe something like if you have Google's Search Console set up, it might not pick up all of the same links pointing back to your website, but links are really important. So I want you to try to get other websites who might be inclined to link back to you to point links to you. So let's look at some potential link building opportunities. And from what I can see, it seems like you are already on the path to doing this, and you're doing a great job so far. So one of these links, I think it was this one. Yeah. So I clicked through, your artwork was posted in a photo article, Energize Abstracts on Artsy Shark. So that is this post over here. And I saw this was just posted very recently, 2017, January 12th. So this is a blog post, and they invited some of their artist friends to share a favorite work of abstract art, and you are right up top. And so this is a piece of your art, and they did link to you, which I love. And you've got a little information. Then they shared some other artists too. So that's probably why that one hasn't shown up on Moz yet, because it's a really new, fresh link. So it probably just hasn't crawled it yet. So definitely keep on this path and keep trying to reach out and get more features of your work and those links pointing back to your website. Now, one final super kind of nitpicky thing, but it's also a really easy fix. Because your website's pretty new, you built it on Squarespace. So with Squarespace, I know that this little box, this cube, is the generic default favicon that comes with Squarespace websites. So it's a really, like I said, kind of nitpicky thing, but you can see how this is Squarespace help website, and this was that Moz Open Site Explorer. They have their own little icons that help stick out in the browser and just make it feel a little bit more personalized and professional, and it's a really easy tweak. So I'm going to hop over here. This is Squarespace's support website. This article actually tells you how to add it, and it's a really easy thing to do. You just, go into the back end of your Squarespace website to your logo and title section, and you just upload a little image. And so that is a really easy fix that will just kind of make your website pop a little bit more. So you can just search on Squarespace's help section for favicon or browser icon, and you'll find this article. So that is a really quick fix that will just kind of make your website stand out a little bit more. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you stay tuned for some more of these website reviews I've got coming your way in the future. Thanks. Ready to learn more about how to get more traffic to your website and make more online sales? Check out my course, DIY SEO for e-commerce. It's an e-commerce intro to search engine optimization for artists, makers, and badass creatives. It's only $49. You get lifetime access, and it includes 10 short videos plus some bonus materials that walk you through all of the basics of search engine optimization, and I make it really easy and specific to you. So it's very easy to follow, and you're going to learn a ton, and you're going to have lifetime access. You can also ask me follow-up questions via a comment system inside of the course. So I hope you'll check it out. You can find it at badasscreatives.com.